You're watching Eagle News International.
All right, welcome back. The NBI recently raided a certain Forex trading company, Amicat Services, in Bonifacio Global City last week. And with this, the reputation of the Forex trading industry has been tainted several times by these companies operating with no SEC or BSP licenses. Here with us is MetisEtrade CEO, Mr. Justin Jung, to talk about the real deal on Forex investments and how to detect a scam. Good evening, Justin.
Good evening.
Welcome to the show.
No, thank you for having me.
All right. So what's the difference between Forex trading and stock trading first for our viewers?
I guess it's simple. Stock trading, it deals with a domestic stock mostly, which meaning that you invest in the company.
Okay.
Forex trading, you evaluate the country. You evaluate the country's economic strength and weakness, and you invest in the currency of the country against another currency of another country.
Okay.
Yes.
Could you tell us more about what happened during this? Maybe you'd like to explain yourselves about the raid that you were.
To be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with what happened with that. But what I know is basically they won properly registered and licensed.
This other company?
Yeah.
Yes.
This company they weren't properly licensed and registered with the local authority, which is SEC and the BSP, and that's why the NBI laid it.
Okay, so talking about that, can you tell us, how do you know if a Forex trading company is genuine or not? How do you know the real deal?
I guess first you have to make sure that that organization, the company is properly registered with the local SEC, and they are disclosing properly to the SEC about what is their primary purposes of their organizations. I think the cases that happened last Friday was they present themselves to the SEC as a BPO company, but then actually they are making the sales locally.
Okay.
So they are doing the investment advisor services without having the proper license.
Okay.
However, more important things, I believe that the investment management or the foreign forex trading company or investors in forex trading has to look into is basically whether the company is operating more of a ethical and professional investment advisor services.
Okay.
In investment, the scam, I personally believe there is only two ways of scamming in investment. One is basically false representation, lying about potential return, promising the principal, while every investment comes with a risk. So I guess the first way of looking into scam is if any investment advisor, they promise you the principal, it will be safe no matter what, or they promise you you're going to make a 15-20% return no matter what.
But don't they all?
Nah. If they're all, I mean, we lose the job. we don't have a job. So if there is those kind of promise, then I think that's those signals that you have to look at it.
Okay, so what should you look for? You said the licenses, and then those promises you should look into if they're giving those promises right away.
Yes.
What else do you have to look into?
Okay, the last one is on the fee.
Okay.
One of the
The fee.
Yeah, fee.
Okay.
One of the issue with this investment management industry is that most of the investors, they do not understand the investment or the investment product that investment company is offering, like in foreign exchange or currency trading. A lot of people are not too familiar with it. So therefore, when the brokerage company, they said, hey, you have to pay $50 for each lot that you trade, the brokerage company, the clients, without knowing it, they feel like they have to pay it. But then those fees, when it is too high, it is actually coming out from the client's deposit. So therefore, when the fees are too high, I mean, where do they get the fees from the investment?
Okay.
Otherwise, so when those fees are too high, there's a very little chance that clients will make a profit. So the client has to be very aware of the fee that is involved with their investment scheme.
Okay, so you're talking about the fee. So you said Forex trading, and you see potential here in the Philippines, right? Why? What do you see? What are the factors that you're looking at?
It's basically economic growth.
Okay.
Economic growth. Economic growth of the Philippines, I mean, as everyone knows in these days, is faster than ever. And the market is getting better, and the investment sentiment is getting higher and higher. And I think that this is about the time that where general public in Philippines, they start open their eyes on the alternative investment. Alternative investment meaning more of a traditional investment. If the traditional investment that most of the Philippine investor has been seeing was real estate investment,
Okay.
that this alternative investment is more of a more intangible investment, which is a stock,
Okay.
foreign exchange, bond, commodity,
Okay.
and futures, and those type of investment. I think that this is the right time. And as a matter of fact, for the last 3 years, the investment in stock, investing in this type of intangible asset in Philippines has been, tripled. So that's why that we are getting into. We've been in the Philippines as a BPO company, providing services for our U.S. clients. But only last year, January, we start offering our services locally in Philippines.
Okay.
Because
of those factors that you saw,
yes. After we getting proper license from SEC and BSP in 2012.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so lastly, I hope we have more time, but what is your projection concerning Forex investment globally in 2014?
Okay, I think, I guess the foreign exchange market, investment in foreign exchange market, the Forex or currency as an investment tool, history of the Forex as an investment tool is only about 35 years, really. Stock market has been a main tool of investment for over 100 years. The foreign exchange market was available only about 30 years ago to the retail market, retail investment, and especially to most of the retail investors. It only available 15 years ago. So market is relatively young. When more and more investors getting to know this market globally. Even in the U.S., the first regulation of the foreign exchange market was started only in 2004, which is only 10 years ago.
So what are the driving factors then?
Foreign exchange is more transparent, first of all.
Okay.
Why? Because you deal with the macroeconomy. A lot of times, stock, there is some case of accounting fraud and things like that. But when you deal with the currency, you deal with the country data. We deal with the GDP, inflation. Therefore, the data is much more transparent. At the same time, it's the economy of scale where the currency, the volume of the currency is about 90 times bigger than the stock market, or actually New York Stock Exchange. Daily transaction is 90 times bigger than New York Stock Exchange transaction, which is one of the largest markets. And therefore, liquidity is very fast, meaning that it's very easy access to get in and get out. And at the same time, currency is you buying one currency and selling the other currency. And therefore, unlike the stock where short selling, selling is not allowed, currency you can sell, meaning that you can take advantage of the bearish market. And that's why the more and more investors are more interested in this Forex trading globally.
Okay. All right. So I wish we had more time, but do you have any message to our viewers? Do you have any warnings for them? Do you have any message for them? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. I guess in terms of when you get into the investment, not only the Forex, but especially Forex because of the market, at this point, definitely there's a less regulation, definitely less regulation than stock market. And you have to get to know the investment before you get into the market. And the best way of getting to know when there is less regulation, research online. Like if you research online, you can find everything about the company. These days, social media is so popular. That's the best regulator. Actually, they are better than regulator.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sir Justin, for coming on to our show. And we hope that through the tips that you shared, Filipinos will be careful on where to put their money or where to invest their money. All right. We'll be back with more news right after this break. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
you.